In a world full of excitement and fear, the top 5 horror movies stand out among thousands of movies. These elections not only have the power to be scary, but also have the ability to create a deep emotional atmosphere in the audience. These films have been able to blend the boundaries of reality and fantasy and leave an outstanding impression on our minds. The first one is the movie, Congratulations, You're a Man, is a 2018 horror and drama movie made by Ari Aster. In this film, we follow the story of a family called the Grahams who, after the death of the family's mother, face psychological problems and hidden darkness and the supernatural. As the horror of the events increase, violence and danger increase for the Graham family and they face evil powers. The movie, Congratulations, You're a Man, starring Toni Collette, Alex Wolff, Gabriel Byrne and Millie Shepard, was screened at the Sundance Film Festival in 2018 and was praised. This movie was able to attract a large audience due to the dark and extremely attractive atmosphere and the strong acting of the actors. The second case, The Babadook, is a horror movie that was made in 2014. This movie was released by Jennifer Kent and actors such as Spencer Treat Clark and Amelia Ward. The story of the film is about the property of a woman and her son who settled in an old house. When the boy stumbles upon a book that reads, Babadook, Babadook, I sacrifice you, things start to happen regardless of the broken arm and leg. Apparently, the Babadook is an imaginary animal that has caused terror and fear among children. But in this movie, the Babadook represents the character of M. Ellis and shows the pain and suffering that he experienced. As a deep theorizing about the suffering and misunderstanding of emotions, the film was released from recognition and attention at the Basic Film Awards. The Babadook has comedy in many moments, but also tries to be scary. This film is actually about the emotions of the characters, which appear behind the curtain of normalities and diseases. With good acting and a complex and fascinating story, The Babadook was able to gain a lot of fans and was placed in a position known as one of the best horror movies today. Therefore, if you like to step into the world of horror, we highly recommend The Babadook. Third, the movie, The Exorcist, is one of the most famous and popular horror movies in the world cinema. This movie was made in 1973 by William Friedkin and directed by William Friedkin. The story of the film is about an American family where a 12-year-old girl named Rogen Miller is possessed by demons. The girl's father is looking for a solution to cure the girl and he does it with the help of a Christian priest. The film, Escape from the Prison of Demons, was widely accepted with the spread of pop culture and the influence of this culture among people. And it was recognized as one of the most successful horror films in history. This movie was screened with actors like Elaine Brest and Max von Sydow and showed that horror movies can have a great impact on the audience through different stories and strong and attractive characters. In addition to being met with many visitors, this film also received high marks from critics and reputable editors and became one of the best films in history. Also, Devil's Jailbreak was included in the list of the 100 best movies of all time in 1998 and due to its popularity and success, it was re-released several times. In general, Escape from the Devil's Prison is a successful, popular and classic film in the category of horror films, which has been in the heart of the history of world cinema until now. The fourth case, The Shining, is a thriller and horror film directed by Stanley Kubrick in 1980. The movie is based on a novel of the same name by Stephen King. The story of the film follows a man named Jack Torrance who, along with his family, have gone to a remote hotel in the mountains to guard it during the winter season. But over time, strange things happen in the hotel and Jack faces these events in a strange and scary way. Pishtashab movie, in terms of direction, acting and scary and mysterious aspects, has achieved a lot of fame. Using Stanley Kubrick's camera movement and Jack Nicholson's amazing acting, this film is one of the best horror films in the history of cinema and has managed to win many fans. And the last case, the film, Somewhere in the Dark, is a horror and exciting film directed by Neil Marshall, which was released in 2005. The story of this movie is about a group of friends who go on an adventure to explore caves in the south of England. But during this journey, they are involved in problems such as earthquakes and breaking the path into caves full of dangerous monsters. As time passes, legendary monsters approach them from the darkness and they must fight to save their lives. The movie, Somewhere in the Dark, shows the most terrifying caves ever seen, and it tells a creative story of friendship and survival in such conditions. The film has become one of the best horror films of the 2000s, with actors such as Shayna McDigan, Natalie Mendoza and Alex Reed in various roles. Overall, the film, Somewhere in the Dark, with its attractiveness and stunning visual presentation, inspires a scary and exciting experience to the audience.